Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just gonna try and watch this, and we'll see how it goes. I have dropped 90% of my frames, which is impressive. I'm using my my work headset right now. I'm in the hotel room. The AC is like blasting. We got Ginnungagap, which is not super surprising. Looks like arcane dagger.
Into oblivion.
And now we have an FE7 banner. Sounds like. I think we were due for an FE7 banner. Okay, Isadora is actually cool. Great choice. Love that. No C slot skill? Okay. Cool battle background in this story chapter. Oh wait, who is that? Is this Harken?
I would rather die a knight than live in shame.
I don't think I've ever even used Harken in FE7. I've played it twice. Wait, so are we not getting a... Oh, I bet we have a demote. It's just like another direct demote situation.
Forgive me.
No 4-star focus. And our new attuned hero. Only one this time, I think? She has a sword? Wait, what?
I don't know if you noticed, but these clothes are just like Jafar's. I'm so excited we get to match.
Okay, this is actually... Okay, this is actually pretty cool. She does look pretty cool. If they had to obsessively continue to make more Ninos, this is perhaps one of the cooler things they could have done with her.
What?
If we had to get our 11th Nino, this is pretty cool, I think. I guess I got Corel both times, yeah.
Can't stand in my way.
So she's a dagger unit, which is interesting. Oh, looks like we're getting Will too. Will is Will is actually very overdue. Is it just me, or is he just like wearing Lynn's Lynn's colors? I guess his colors were always just kind of similar. I bet they're really regretting, you know, making those like not quite arcane heroes, not like the old Ascended heroes like Bo Hinoka and Mage Erica and Giga Nino. Like all those guys just feel like a big mistake. Since now they're like, okay, well now that we actually have a new category of heroes, we kind of want to use Nino again for that. Is this the final chapter of the story? I think it might be. The last 2 chapters. And then I think the rest of the video is... Oh, okay. We get a shout out for Will. Another colorless emote. And a new attuned hero. Which we already know how that works. Okay, is that all? Is that all you have for me? Fleeting Echo? So we already got damage reduction on Echo skills. You know how... You know it must be done for Lucia. Okay, hold on. Literally? Also, by the way, I have my retainer in tonight. Like, this happened so suddenly, I put my retainer in without even remembering that I was gonna have to do this. So hopefully I sound okay for the most part. Alright, let's just check out what Fleeting Echo does. That's like the... In terms of skills, that's gonna be the high point. Fleeting Echo, if unit initiates combat, grants speed +2 to unit, and reduces damage from foe's first attack by 30% during combat. So that's only if you initiate combat, so I don't think I need that for Lucia, thankfully. However, I mean, that is basically the remote Sparrow effect, like the remote Sparrow damage reduction, so that is actually a pretty big deal. Or our frames have equalized. We're no longer dropping 90% of our frames, that's good. Yeah, Fleeting Echo seems like a much more substantial upgrade than the Death Blow one. I feel like that Death Blow attune skill is just going to stand out forever as just being like clearly not that great compared to the others. It is damage reduction. Yeah, this one's good. I'm saying this one's good. If you're talking about Lucia, then Lucia likes to have her damage reduction on enemy phase. This is just player phase. So I'm not... I don't think I need it for Lucia, although there are some other people who could use it. Like my legendary Micaiah, since I just took Prescience off of her, she's now lost her damage reduction. I could give this to her, and she could get it back that way. Alright, I guess we'll just work our way through the banner. So what is Ginnungagap? She is a rearmed hero. I feel like these like Tempest Trials villains, they have fallen flat for me like 3 of 3 times. Moosebell, I kind of hate him. And then Gangloat came and went. And now we have Ginnungagap. I feel like the Tempest Trials stories are even more shallow than what I would expect from Faye. Moosebell is funny because he just sounds like a frat boy. Moosebell has that going for him, I suppose. Gangloat has a cool design at least. And then there's Ginnungagap, who I suppose also has a cool, unique design. But whatever, man. Our first Arcane Dagger. So we already kind of saw this effect before. I should say we saw what the skill did at least. Extra special trigger, start of combat, grants blah +5 to unit, inflicts blah -X on foe, acts as highest penalty on each stat between target and foes within 2 spaces of target. Unit makes guaranteed follow-up attack, grants special equivalent charge +1 unit per attack, and that's it. So yeah, the fact that it grants an auto double in Heavy Blade, like I feel like that's usually what we get for the first arcane weapon in a weapon type. I feel like the people who have been waiting for like an arcane dagger, I feel like they're gonna keep waiting because they're gonna want a dagger that they can put on like their fast dagger units. And the second arcane weapon that we get is usually, you know, more specialized for fast units. It usually has like NFU on it or whatever. Hello, JC Casey. If anybody is just coming in now, I apologize for how scuffed the stream is. This is it's very impromptu, and also my hotel internet is very bad. Oh no, what happened? Disconnected. Yeah, I was saying, if you're just joining now, I'm sorry about how scuffed the stream is. That was good timing. I think you guys can hear me now, though. So yeah, Arcane Dagger, I'm underwhelmed. Lethality is cool. Firefly boost 3. Ruler of Nihility. So this is a new perp skill. Start a turn, inflicts attack defense -7. Discord. And status preventing counterattacks on nearest foes in 5 spaces of unit. And foes within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. Okay, so it's kind of like a Young La Rochelle's effect, except it's even more spread out. That's pretty annoying, actually. Start of combat, if foe's HP is greater than 75, or penalty is active on foe, inflicts attack defense -5 on foe during combat. And also if units attack and trigger special, grant special equivalent count -1 to unit before unit's first attack during combat. So it sounds like she's not going to have any speed at all. She's just going to rely on auto doubles and debuffing you and getting like pre-charged lethalities, I guess. It's kind of interesting, like a lethality spammer who has no speed. Ruler of Nihility seems pretty good. What is she, by the way? Is she, she's cavalry? Okay. She seems like a fairly decent cavalry dagger. The lack of Canto does stand out to me, but I guess not literally every unit can have Canto. We got Fatal Smoke 4. I was kind of waiting for Fatal Smoke to get upgraded. Honestly, Fatal Smoke 3 is still like pretty usable. Especially now that healing effects are so prominent. Like every single tank unit has like HP after combat. Fatal Smoke 4. Foe cannot recover HP during or after combat. Neutralizes foes non-special if foe... Wait. Neutralizes foes non-special. Okay, this... Wait. Okay. One more time. Neutralizes foes non-special If foe would reduce unit's HP to 0, unit survives with 1 HP effects during combat. So she neutralizes, or this skill neutralizes miracle effects that are not miracle on the special slot. Took me a second, but I got there. At first, I was afraid that it was negating the effect that Special Fighter 4 gives, where you can like half negate Fatal Smoke. I thought it was just saying you can ignore the effect that ignores this. After combat, inflicts deep wounds and a penalty that neutralizes non-special if foe would reduce unit's HP to 0. Unit survives with 1 HP effects on target. Interesting. So we have a whole new status effect here for neutralizing miracle effects. I'm kind of surprised they didn't make it a new status effect completely. I'm not sure if, like, are miracle effects that prominent right now? I guess they are. I feel like I don't see them that often, but that could be because I do like very low effort Summoner Duels runs. Remember when Fatal Smoke ruined Brave Claude and then his Refined tried to fix that? Well, Fatal Smoke 4 ruined him again. Brave Claude, even with his Refined, was already kind of in the garbage, so this definitely does not help. Fatal Smoke 4 is a significant upgrade, but I don't know, as in the capacity that I play Fae right now, I'm not super annoyed by miracle effects right now. I've seen some miracle and save armors in SD, but I don't think this beats it. Non-special. It has to be, it negates non-special effects, yeah. If the save armors literally have miracle equipped, then they're gonna still get their miracle. Yeah, Ginnungagap seems better than Gangloat, that's what I would say. Isadora, fantastic character. Very happy to have her in the game. Lance Cav, which makes sense. There aren't a lot of characters from FE7 that I like specifically like, but I think Isadora is one of them. Guarding Lance. Exercise special. I'm gonna go take out my retainer real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, Isadora. Exercise special trigger. If a rally or movement. Oh, I feel like this is just like a new archetype we get on not every banner. On a lot of banners. It's like the second unit in the lineup is always like kind of a gimmick character that does something with assist skills. I don't know, maybe just because it happened twice recently, it feels like it's suddenly happening a lot. If a rally or movement assist skill is used by a unit or target's unit, grants attack speed defense +6, bonus doubler, and foe penalty doubler to unit and target ally, or unit and targeting ally for 1 turn. So that's already pretty good. If unit initiates combat, or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants block +5 to unit, neutralizes effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks, and effects that prevent units follow-up attacks, and reduce damage from foes first attack by 40% during combat. These, like, actually, I guess if you combine these in combat effects with bonus doubler and everything, then I feel like it sums up to her being fairly decent. Isadora is another, I mean, she's most likely very useful, but also she's kind of a gimmick. Although there are not a lot of ways to get foe penalty doubler. So that's cool. That she grants that. That's still a pretty rare effect, I think. I think that's like maybe Panic Ploy 4? Shame, or Panic Smoke 4? Shame she doesn't get another action after using Repo, so losing out on an action if you want to use her main effect. That is actually a good point. And she has no Kanto, which is actually pretty surprising, honestly. You would think if she's not going to get an extra action, they would at least give her Kanto. Nah, she seems like a pretty significant exclusion here. She's got attack speed clutch 4, which we know what that does. Attack defense neg 4. So this is going to be the same as speed defense neg 4. This is going to work really well with her perf, basically. Attack defense -7, sabotage on nearest foes within 4 spaces of both unit and targeting ally after movement, and on foes in 2 spaces of those foes. So click the skill that can trigger. I guess maybe a pretty good way to use this actually would be an Ether Raid's defense, where like you set up a a rally trap. Do people still do rally traps? They do, right? Just not as frequently. So you set up a rally trap with Isadora, and then you grant yourselves bonus doubler, and you're inflicting debuffs, and you're giving yourself a foe penalty doubler. Oh, that's actually a good point. Number rep brings up an excellent point. Rallies do not trigger snag 4. Excellent point. So you'd have to set up a reposition trap, actually, which is basically impossible, right? To set up a reposition trap. There's like return traps with healers, but not quite reposition traps, I don't think. You can like almost get that effect by like having one of your 3H defense units like attack, survive, and then they get repositioned, and then that unit can get danced, I think. I guess either one could get danced. Anyway, Isadora's okay, I guess. Happy to have her in the game. She'll be a cool pity breaker. Harken is a unit that I've never gotten before in FE7. Troubling Blade, so he's gonna be a infantry sword. We know where this is going. Troubling Blade. So it's special trigger. Unit attacks twice. Even if foe initiates combat, unit attacks twice. Start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25, grants blah +5. Reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40%. And grants special cooldown charge count +1 to unit per attack during combat. And finally, for each foe within 4 spaces of unit can move to any of the nearest spaces adjacent to that foe. That's such a random effect to throw on him. That is troubling, frankly. He's like hell. Remember when dual phase brave weapons had a speed penalty? Yeah, right? I was thinking like, you know, these like in combat effects are kind of basic. This is like what we get on everything now, right? Special charge, 40% damage reduction, plus $5 stats. Like this may as well be a special trigger. I feel like almost every single perf has like there's like 7 effects, and each perf has at least 5 of them. It feels like maybe 4. But yeah, but then it's like on top of that, he gets the brave attacks, and he gets this warping effect, which is kind of nutty. He does need to be within 4 spaces of a foe, which can be tricky. Every minute you're not running, he's getting closer. So, I mean, we basically know what his other skills do. It looks like he does not get NFU, so you're gonna have to find some other source of NFU, which isn't super hard anymore. I think he would maybe prefer a tier 4 NFU skill instead of Brush Assault 4, right? I kind of forget what BA4 does. Attuned Nino. So this is our 3rd Nino in the common pool. And this is a pretty cool idea for an alt, I think. It's just too bad that like I said, this is our 3rd Nino. Is this like an aged up Nino? Slightly aged up Nino, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. She's an infantry green dagger.
What?
What? Okay, there's literally just a full skill set for Nino. Okay. So she's not a rearmed hero. She is a... I'm so uninspired by this character, I don't get it. Launch, Giga Nino, Winter, Kidaean, and now Attuned. Has it really been over a year since Kidaean Nino? No, right? Wasn't she this year? Am I crazy? Kidaean Nino was this year. Yeah, 2 Ninos this year? That's crazy. Or was she last year? It's been 10 months. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Gondel. So this is a dagger. Exercise special trigger. That's our turn. If unit has been 2 spaces of an ally. Granted attack speed +6 to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If unit initiates combat or foe's range equals 2, grants blah +5 to unit. Grants bonus to unit's attack equal X, and speed defense res equal 50% of X. X equals highest total bonuses among unit and allies within 3 spaces of unit. So if you have like 24 bonuses, then you're getting attack plus 24. And it's kind of like a Shara. And reduces damage from foes. Actually, I guess it's like any kind of, what would you call that? Broadleaf effect? Is that the one I'm thinking of? No. I forget which one. Oh, Blade Tome. Duh. That's like the most obvious one. Highest total bonuses among unit and allies within 3 spaces of unit. And reduces damage from foes first attack by 30%. Right. During combat. And restores 7 HP to unit after combat. Does she really need the extra healing? I feel like she doesn't need the extra healing after combat. These offense units, I'm not convinced they get anything from the healing after combat unless they have like a skill that requires them to have high health. Flash Barrel, we know what that does. It's really good. Speed defense tempo 4. Right, so this is our second tempo 4 skill. Influx speed defense -4. Neutralize effects that grant reduces percentage. Right, okay. It has damage reduction. She gets 3 move like Attuned Nino. Oh god. Fanged Ties. At start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants unit can move 1 extra space, and Canto 1 to unit for 1 turn, and also grants the following effect to unit based on the value of unit special cooldown count. If at maximum value, grants special cooldown count -2. If at its maximum value -1, grants special cooldown count -1. Okay. So, I mean, isn't this stupid? It just means that you're guaranteed to get a pre-charge special at the start of each turn. Right? Super times pulse. Because she has special acceleration in her weapon, so she's just always going to have a draconic aura. I guess the reason she doesn't have lethality is because this only guarantees your special if you have a 3 cooldown, not 4 cooldown. But wait, there's more. Well, she has Fleeting Echo, which we talked about earlier. And it's a lot to keep track of. She's granting herself attack plus 24 here.
Can't stand in my way!
I just think that seeing as how we already got Giga Nino, I don't know, I guess that was like 5 years ago. Perhaps they can be excused for making another Nino. But yeah, man, there are other FE7 characters that could have gotten alts instead, but whatever, they're not as popular as Nino. And that's basically all we got here. I know Will's here too somewhere. There's Will. I'm sure there were some people that were waiting for Will. He is unequaled after all. What do we think of the banner? Any thoughts? Any impressions? Are we pulling? Are we sparking? What do we call the new Nino? Attuned Lin, that would have been a moment. That would have been a certified Fae moment. I guess in terms of introducing new characters from FE7, we got 3 new characters. That's not even that bad. Yeah, Isadora is a great choice. We like Isadora. I'm sure we're still missing some guys from FE7. Marcus, Lowen. Lowen is a surprising exception. I guess they all are to an extent. Oswin, are they all dudes? Hold on. I think all but one is a dude, or is a dude. Wow. Point for Harken, cool. Harken seems like, I guess Harken and Isadora seem like the most fun to me, honestly. Nino and Ginnungagap are just like nukes, which we've seen before. It's neat, but I'm gonna wait until after the Black Friday double special. True. Yeah, you maybe want to see what's on the next double special heroes banner. I've been so fucking busy recently, I've not had a chance to make I guess I haven't had a chance to update the special heroes, the double special heroes forecast. I'm traveling for work this whole week, so that's this would have been the time where I would usually do it, but I couldn't make it happen this time. Personally, I will not be pulling on this just because I gotta save orbs. I still need to pull for Sanaki and Micaiah. I guess I'll have to do that when I return this weekend. Looking like probably Saturday or Sunday I'll be doing that. But yeah, man, I guess if I was gonna summon, it would just be for this new Attuned skill, but like I said, I gotta save orbs. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Tune in this weekend for probably summons on the Ninja banner.